What's up, rugby fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the biggest stories in international rugby. Rassie Erasmus signing a monster contract extension to stay the Springboks until 2031. This is a massive move, keeping him at the helm of the back-to-back World Cup champions for an incredible 13-year total stint. It's practically unheard of in modern coaching. So the big question is, genius move or a disaster waiting to happen? Let's break it down. First, let's look at the facts. Since Rassie came back into the Springbok fold in 2018, initially as director of rugby, the success has been staggering. We're talking 3 rugby championship titles, a historic British and Irish Lions series win, and, of course, 2 Rugby World Cup trophies. He's already taken charge of 53 test matches as head coach, just one behind the legendary Jake White. So, when Saw Rugby announced this extension, it wasn't a total shock. But the length of it definitely raised some eyebrows. 7 more years? That's a huge vote of confidence. So, what do other top coaches think? Well, Japan's head coach, the one and only Eddie Jones, weighed in on the Rugby Unity podcast. He was pretty straightforward, calling it a sound appointment. He said, "He's obviously done a very good job." Jones pointed out a couple of key reasons why this makes sense. First, he highlighted Rassie's skill in refreshing his coaching staff. It keeps things from getting stale. And second, he posed a great question. Why would you want to leave that job with the depth of players he's got? It's a pretty attractive job. It's hard to argue with that. The Springboks are a powerhouse, and Rassie is the architect. Former Wallabies coach Ewan McKenzie echoed that sentiment. He made a crucial point that regardless of Rassie's official job title over the years, whether it was director of rugby or head coach, he has always been the one pulling the levers. McKenzie said, "Forget about what the job title's been. He's had his hands on the levers for some time. So, he's proved his worth." McKenzie also touched on the politics that come with a top job in any major rugby nation. Rassie hasn't just managed the team on the field. He's navigated the complex world of rugby administration successfully. Now, let's address the elephant in the room, the risk. Appointing a coach for such a long period can be dangerous. Teams can grow complacent. Ideas can get old, and performance can decline. We've seen long-term appointments blow up in the faces of many administrations before. But McKenzie doesn't think that will happen here. Why? Because Rassie has already been running the show for a long time. This extension isn't a new beginning. It's a continuation of a system that's already proven to be incredibly effective. McKenzie believes Rassie has built a robust succession plan, not just for players, but for his staff too, which is the hallmark of a great leader. He doesn't see this backfiring on Saw Rugby at all. This brings us to what might be the secret ingredient to Rassie's success and why this long-term deal is so smart. Eddie Jones brought up a fascinating point that goes way back. Even before Rassie's time coaching Munster, he talked about the development system Rassie helped build in South Africa. Jones explained, before Rassie became the national head coach, he worked as the technical director, where he basically put in a development system for South African rugby. He described how this national unit identifies talented skill players, gets them into proper strength and conditioning programs, and monitors their progress closely. This is the EPD, or Elite Player Development structure that Rassie and Jacques Nienaber were instrumental in creating. It's a conveyor belt of talent. So, as Eddie Jones puts it, Rassie has been lucky enough to put that system in place, which is obviously working pretty well. You just have to look at the young players coming through the ranks to see the proof. The system is now headed up by former Rebels coach Dave Wessels. And a recent success story is the newly capped prop, Zachary Porthen. Rassie isn't just coaching the current team. He's reaping the rewards of a system he helped plant years ago. He's been involved in the whole ecosystem from the ground up. So, When you look at it that way, this contract extension isn't just a reward for winning to World Cups. It's an investment in the entire Springboks system, from grassroots to the very top. It's about maintaining continuity, stability, and a proven winning formula. Rassie's ability to evolve is also key. He's not afraid to shake things up. After the 2023 World Cup, he brought in new blood like Jerry Flannery and Tony Brown, while also welcoming back Felix Jones from his stint with England. This constant refreshing of ideas and personnel is what prevents the staleness that can doom long-serving coaches. He's also shown he can adapt his own style. He's been labeled a dictator by some, but his recent selection of a rookie like Porthin, a player he admitted he'd barely spoken to, shows a willingness to trust the system and the reports from his other coaches. It's a sign of a leader who is secure in his role and his methods. In conclusion, while a contract through to 2031 is an unprecedented show of faith, it's not a blind gamble by SAR Rugby. It's a calculated decision based on a track record of incredible success, a deep understanding of the player pipeline he helped build, and a proven ability to evolve and stay ahead of the game. It seems that Eddie Jones and Ewan McKenzie have it right. This was a no-brainer. The rest of the rugby world will be watching closely. But for now, the Rassie era in South Africa is set to continue for a long, long time. What do you guys think? Is this long-term deal a stroke of genius? Or is SAR Rugby taking too big of a risk? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more rugby content. See you in the next one.